Okay, hello everyone. We are still playing Dragon Quest VII. We are currently in Estard village. I'm going to be going to the castle here in just a moment to meet up with the king. Hello, sister. It's nice of you to pay us a visit. On this little island, everyone knows everyone else. It's like one big happy family. Still, it's sometimes a little sad to think that we're on the only one island in the world and that there's nobody else out there. Well, there are bears in the hills to the east, but you wouldn't want to meet them. I hear they're ferocious man-eaters. That's why no one goes out that way. I didn't run into bears. Hey, Cesare, how's it going? You know, I ran into your uncle the other day. Well, I say I ran into him. I had to chase him out of my garden when I found him leering at my wife through the window. Look, I know it's not your fault that he gets up what he gets up to, but could you have a word? Well, better your wife than your daughter. There's a scrap of paper sticking out from between the pages of a book. Hope you don't mind, but I've helped myself to 50 gold coins. I'll have it back to you before you know it. Honest, pirate. Go away, will you? You mustn't disturb a lady when she's going about her makeup. Indeed. Alright. So that woman confirms that everybody should know each other. Then why did that woman ask me if I'm a local boy at, when I was in, Pilchard Bay? I'm really starting to regret renting that house to Pike. There was I, thinking that a brother of Pollock's couldn't possibly be any trouble. Little did I know. Let's leave that kind of thing out of the, out of the chat there, Toonlock. I don't like to bring it up, but Pike owes us half a year's rent. He's a complete layabout, and there's still something lovable about him. It's very hard to dislike the man. Still, this can't go on forever. If he doesn't pay us what he owes, we'll have no choice but to ask him to leave. Indeed, indeed. Don't be one of those. Welcome to Estard Castle. Ah, it's you, young Cesare. King Donald is expecting you. We did it. We made it to the castle, everyone. Let's see what's in here. Psst, Cesare, over here. Shh, don't say a word. The old man's upstairs. I reckon it must be my fault you've been called here again. Sorry about that. Now you remember the plan, don't you? Up to now, we've been spending all our time fixing up that old wreck in our secret spot west of Pilchard Bay. But we have to face facts. There's no way the two of us will ever get that boat seaworthy. If we're going to find out the truth, we need to start here, on the island. It's our only choice. I know we're meant to believe this is the only island in the world, but I don't believe that for a second. Neither do you. I've been searching through the castle storerooms, and I found an old book that looks pretty interesting. According to the parts I could read, there's a place called the Shrine of Awakening somewhere in the mountains to the east. But it says that if we want to get in there, we're going to need to use the light of the sun. Sounds like I'm onto something, right? Well, I'm going to head east for a little rest. But I need you to buy me some time. Keep the old man talking for as long as you can, will you? Hopefully the guards won't twig that I've scarped. Alright, see you later. Remember, I'm counting on you. Okay. Now, my young friend, would you care to have your fortune told? Look deep into my eyes. Deeper. Now, let's see what lies in your future. I saw it clear as day. It was your destiny as to bring peace to the world. Hold on a second, that can't be right. The world's already at peace. Well, what do you know? Seems my fortune-telling skills aren't what they used to be. No particularly interesting books. What do you got? Get a bamboo spear. Oh, and a leather shield. Alright, I'll buy a leather shield. There you are. I'm ready for nothing. This leads to the banquet hall. That's where the royal family dines, but now's not the time for eating. Off you go, you'll find the king upstairs. I gotta store his money. Hang on, I recognize you. You're Pollock's lad, aren't you? Is that right? Summoned by the king, you have? Have you been to see him already? Well, I don't know why the king wants to speak to you, but I do know he doesn't want to waste words on people he doesn't trust. Now stop dawdling. King Donald is not a man who likes to be kept waiting. Get a load of my new money pouch. It's pretty snazzy, isn't it? Apparently, it's got this special magic cast on it that means it fills itself back up every time you spend all the money in it. And you know the best part? It only cost me 300 gold coins. Can you believe Pike sold it to me so cheap? What was he thinking? Maybe money's not that important to him. Maybe. I suspect something else at play here. I don't mean to gossip about the royals, but I found Prince Kiefer having a good old rummage through all the old stuff down in the storerooms. Next thing I knew, he was harrying around the castle with this old book in his hand. Seems to fancy himself as some kind of treasure hunter, that one. You know what this town has a distinct lack of? If you're thinking slimes, then you're probably correct. Kiefer! Kiefer! Where the devil is that boy? That does it. He's gone too far this time. This is an outrage. Outrage, I say. Your Majesty, if you will forgive me, I'm sure that Prince Kiefer has his reasons for absconding so suddenly. Please, I beg of you. You must try to remain calm. Honestly, why do you insist on sticking up for that wretched boy? Oh, Cesare, there you are. I've been expecting you. Come here, we have much to discuss. Just fucking drags the kid by the arm. Am I gonna do a 100% playthrough? Oh, maybe. Sit yourself down if you would. Now, you are going to look me in the eye, and I'm going to ask you something very important. Is that clear? Cesare, tell me the truth. Is there something you are hiding from me? Yes. Just as I suspected. Of late, Kiefer has been behaving like a prince possessed. He's been entirely incapable of sitting still for a moment. Do you know what the wretched boy did today? He stole a precious ring that once belonged to his mother, a keepsake I treasure more than life itself. What in the world can he hope to achieve through acts of petty larceny? Listen well, Cesare. I need you to talk some sense into my idiot son. You must impress upon him the fact that his behavior is utterly unacceptable in one who would be king. I confess that I myself strayed from the straight and narrow path on occasion in my youth, but by the time I was Prince Kiefer's age, I had more than grown out of such behavior. The exact details of my youthful indiscretions are neither here nor there, of course. Now, I trust that I can rely on you to do what is best for your friend. Be on your way and do not disappoint me. Do not disappoint me. His Majesty cares a great deal about Prince Kiefer. I trust that you will not let him down, Cesare. I thank you for coming today, Cesare. There's much else I would like to discuss with you, but I shall leave matters for another day. For now, all I ask is you talk some sense into my fool of a son. I have faith that he will not turn out he will turn out well in the end. And I have faith that you will help me to ensure that this happens. Now, our business here is at an end. You may return to Pilchard Bay. The ring that the prince pilfered was very precious. It belonged to the late queen, and it had a very rare gem known as the Sunstone set in it. This was the final straw for King Donald. Prince Kiefer has crossed the line this time. The prince went off at the crack of dawn, and no one's seen him since. He's a real handful, that one. I just hope he's not exploring the hills to the east. He'll end up as a bear's breakfast. A Puff Puff place? I could see why a Puff Puff place would be needed here. Alright. Can I get into the banquet hall now? Oh, they didn't even let me explore this part of the castle, so I'll do that. This been 10 years since the beloved queen passed away, and poor King Donald is still on his own. Ah, what will it take to make him notice me? Everything. Or nothing. Hey, a chimera wing. Is there any reason you're in the prince's room? I mean, I'm only here because it's my job. I've spent most of the last 2 years mucking out this hovel. The prince is about to turn 18, you know? I swear the place is getting more smelly with each passing day. That's gross. Oh, there's more things to look in there. Well, you spoke ill about the prince to a neighboring village. You have committed treason. Yeah, they did a really good job on this. I agree, silly. What's that woman doing? Oh, that's odd. I'm sure I just saw something glimmering way out on the horizon, but everyone knows there's nothing out there except sea. Sea, and more sea. Must have been a trick of the light, I suppose. This game is fantastically pretty. Look at this little beauty. It's a map I found gathering dust down in the castle storerooms. Look at all this crazy stuff. Islands, continents, you name it. Whoever drew this map had quite an imagination, I tell ya. Oops. This game is probably one of the best looking games on the 3DS. Yeah, I kind of agree. It is fantastically drawn. Sorry. Hold up, I know all citizens of Arkansas supposed to be free to roam the castle, but there are limits, you know? You may be Prince Kiefer's friend, but I can't let you in here. Okay, so... I can't go in there. Gotcha. That room is off limits to us. Alright, so... Us! U.S., that's right, correct? You are Prince Kiefer's playmate, as I understand it. I don't know what your friend was up to, but last time I saw him, he was rummaging through every drawer in the castle. I wonder if he found whatever he was looking for. Nothing to report, sir. You know, this kingdom is so bloomin' peaceful. I feel bad about even getting paid to stand guard. Ah, with a blissful existence, there's never any trouble in this kingdom, and it's all thanks to King Donald. It's a weird-ass statue. Beyond this door lies the king's bedchamber. His Majesty is not currently within, although the Princess Lisette has entered a short while ago. You may proceed as long as your feet are clean. Oh, hello. I heard my father summoned you. I hope it wasn't too upsetting. No one knows my silly brother better than you. I'm sure my father just wants to ask you what he's been up to recently. Oh yes, there's something I wanted to ask you. Do you think that this is really the only island in the world? My big brother refuses to believe it, and he thinks it's impossible that this is all there is. Well, I think he's right. There must be other places out there. And other people too. There has to be. It isn't so much to think that we're all alone, is it? It is much nicer to imagine that there are lots of other lovely places out there. My brother is just chasing his dream. I want you to help him. I want you to help him find what he's searching for. Man, they gave someone a lisp. That's awesome. Hard to do that, too. Right, silly? Okay, let's see what's over here. Cesare, how are you? Now, as a man of the world, you are doubtless well aware of the existence of ancient ruins on our island. As I'm sure you know, there's some located in the Forbidden Place, which is of course strictly off limits. Now, according to my scholarly research, not least of my own, these ruins were actually a complex of tombs for an ancient royal clan. In any case, there's no place for an amateur explorer, so I can trust you'll steer well clear, can't I? That's good to hear. I wouldn't do to disturb the sleep of long departed now, would it? They should be left to sleep in peace. No, I'm seeing any particularly interesting books. They're crammed with highbrow books on all kinds of difficult sounding subjects. Okay. You love the art style? I can see why. It's pretty awesome. Alright, so we explored everything on this floor. Can we get into the banquet hall now? We can. The king's always so busy, and he rarely has time to join the prince and princess for supper. It pains me to see those poor children eating alone. Prince Kiefer's table manners are an absolute disgrace. Chicken bones on the floor, soup on the ceiling. Also surprised his poor mother died young. But he hasn't been raised right. I expect that's why he turns his nose up at half the food I offer him. Everyone's all going on about Prince Kiefer being a complete terror, and he couldn't care less about his royal responsibilities. But to tell you the truth, we all love the little rascal. Let me give you some kitchen tips. Number 1, a meal's not truly over till you finish washing up. The pots have to be sparkling and the knives need to be polished and sharpened. Finish cooking one meal and you have to start thinking about the next one. That's the life of a cook. Shit, jars. A pilchard pie? Oh man. That does not sound great. Then again, people seem to love fish tacos. I've never had fish tacos and I want them. I need to find a place here that sells them. Wrecked specs! Alright. Can I equip wrecked specs? Damn right. I have the wrecked specs on now. Oh, I say, you found my spectacles. You made me very happy. Now, to show my gratitude, let me tell you something very interesting indeed. A long, long time ago, the supreme spirit of good did battle with the supreme spirit of evil. For decades, no centuries, the two mighty powers clashed before good finally prevailed. That's why the world's so nice and peaceful, you see. What's that? Where did the spirit of good go after the battle was over? Don't start picking holes, it's just a story. Well, don't tell me such a shitty story and I won't pick holes. Just wonder how to get down to that part of it. That's the way. Alright, we're gonna head out of the castle now. Gonna head into the castle now. What is this switch for? This looks like the lever that operates the drawbridge. Okay, that explains that. Can we go in here? No? Alright. Let's go to the ruins to the east and find our friend. I like the little slime and loading screen there. We don't want to go there. This is a huge improvement over the original Dragon Quest VII. Maybe next time I play, maybe I'll play the actual Dragon Quest, or not the actual, but the PlayStation version of Dragon Quest VII as well. As you can see, I'm not running into any random battles. There's a treasure chest up there. I don't understand. This island's so small. You figure it would have been scoured by everyone. Yet there's treasure chests here that have never been opened. Well, maybe they have been opened, but... Oh, the Chimera Wing. Alright. Anyway, these are the ruins that we're looking for. Run around and explore these ruins here. Be interesting to see what this would have looked like back in the day. The door seems to be sealed with a mysterious power. Really? It looks to me like it might just be locked. It's not really all that mysterious. Unless you can feel energy coming off of it or something. We've missed over here. So if I hold this up to this statue like this, then... Yes, that's right, I thought you'd never show up. Still, here you are at last. I thought you might have got scared and run off home or something. Anyway, this is where things start to get serious. Welcome to the forbidden place. No turning back now. Here, look at this. Cesare takes the ancient tome. Well, have a flick through it, why don't you? Cesare carefully lifts the heavy cover of the ancient tome. He sees an image of a bearded man in a robe holding a staff aloft. The tip of the staff shines with the light of the sun. Leafing through the pages, he also sees numerous images of what looks like stone tablets. Sadly, most of the book is written in an ancient script that he can't make head nor tail of. So, recognize anyone? Yep. That picture of the bloke with the staff looks exactly like this statue. I've got a good feeling about this. We're close, very close. We just have to do something to this statue and then, something will happen. Judging from that picture, the key to this is the sun, and that's why I brought this little beauty with me. Ta-da! Behold the sunstone ring. It's been in my family for yonks. If I hold this up to the statue, something's bound to happen. Well, are you with me? Shall I hold the ring up to the statue or what? None of our useless scholars ever really got to the bottom of all this stuff, you know. They never dug deep enough. It was almost as if they didn't want to. Forbidden places, royal tombs. How can you hear words like that and not want to find out more? Well, not me. I've always wanted to uncover the secrets of this island, and I've always known that they have something to do with these ruins. There's something waiting for me here. Something that will change my life. My destiny. Anyway, enough talk. Let's do this. Here goes nothing. Huh? Nothing happened. Sorry, Cesare. It looks like I was wrong about the ring. But I just know the sun has something to do with all this. We need to figure out the rest of that book, but there must be more clues in the bits we can't read. But who do you know that can read gobbledygook like this? Of course, you know Dermot the Hermit, right? The old weirdo who lives off by the cliff on the edge of Estad? Well, apparently he's a massive bookworm. You never know, he might be able to figure out what these weird scribbles say. Right, you take the book and get him to look at it. I can trust you to do that, can't I? Good, you know I don't get on with that grumpy old duffer. He certainly knows his onions about the golden days, though. My dad's always asking him about that stuff. Okay, Cesare, you know what to do. Take the book to Dermot the Hermit and see what he's got to say. Since the sunstone ring turned out to be useless, I'm gonna see if I can turn up anything else that might be connected to this whole damn sun thing. See you later. Good luck with the horrible hermit. Thanks, asshole. Alright. We did it. Now therein lies the question, what's up with these mysterious ruins? Alright, let's go see if we can speak to that old man in the forest again. Yay, a medicinal herb. Look at that. Around the corner we go. 3 gold coins. Go down the well. This music kind of reminds me of the town music from Dragon Quest I. A set of rags. Oops, I don't mean to go back up the stairs. Hey, a seed of magic. Worry about that after. Okay. Oh ho ho, well, I never. Whatever will those townsfolk get up to next? Oh, sorry about that. My furry forest pals tend to scamper off when anyone they're not familiar with appears. Let me guess, you come all the way from Estad, have you? I thought as much. Well, since you've come all this way, there's something I think I should share with you. I've been hearing rumors about a certain character who's been causing all kinds of trouble of late. Now, what was he called? Poke? Was it Or Oik? Perhaps? No, that's not it. Oh, of course, it was Pike! Anyway, this Pike character has been very naughty indeed. Make sure you steer clear of him. You're wondering how I know all this, aren't you? I can tell. Oh, my furry forest pals keep me informed, of course. When you love nature as much as I do, animals come to trust you, and before you know it, they're chatting away merrily to you every minute of the day. I may live in the middle of nowhere, but my forest chums keep me well informed. Alright, let's go talk to, I'm not entirely sure how to get that treasure chest right now. I think I know how to get it, but I don't know yet, so. I go down the wall now. Okay, so she still won't let me down there. If you look down here, there's another way down right there, but we can't get there. That's one of my theories, is we need to be able to get down that note into that staircase. But we, alas, do not have a key. And given the door type... Oh, I didn't see PMS, Jai. Yeah, that looks really good. Ah, Seed of Wisdom. Okay, so we got a house here. Another Chimera wing. And this could give me a ton of those things. It says here, looks at the bookshelves. They're all crammed with intimidating books. Intimidatingly thick books. All kinds of intimidatingly thick books. Really? There's nothing on any of them? Oh, that's no fun. What do you think you're doing, waltzing into my house uninvited? Can't you see I'm busy? Go on, be off with you! Oh ho, so you're a door-to-door salesman, are you? Well, if you think I'm going to buy any old book you bring me, you're making a big Alright, I'll take it. Does 500 gold coins sound like a fair price? It does, but... Oh, so now it's not for sale. Make up your mind, will you? Where did you get it anyway? From the prince, you say? Presumably he found it gathering dust somewhere beneath the castle. Let me take another look at it. Interesting. A sage, a shining light. What's that? The prince saw this picture and went out to the ruins over to the east with something called the Sunstone Ring? And there was me thinking Kiefer was just an empty-headed young layabout. He seems to be one step ahead of those dull-witted scholars up at the castle, at least. Very well, if you leave the book with me, I'll see what sense I can make of it. Come on now, I'm not taking no for an answer. You brought it here for me to look at, didn't you? It's gonna take a while to decipher these old ruins, so I'd be grateful if you'd come back a little later. And bring the pints with you when you do, will you? He may be an oaf and a bonehead, but he managed to unearth this book, so he can't be all that bad. By the time you get back here with him, I should have figured this out. Alright. Once we get out of the house here, we'll reset our recording for the second bit of today's stream.